Yeah, my name is Matthew Schutte, and I work with a project called Hollowchain. Yeah, so this Paris Peer-to-Peer Festival was an interesting spark. It was sort of an interesting launch. There were a lot of amazing conversations that happened between people, not only about peer-to-peer technology, but all sorts of different social movements and patterns for how to coordinate our efforts in ways that may be more revitalizing, more regenerative, more adaptable, and that might enable us to actually meet the challenges that we're all being faced with. One thing I would say about peer-to-peer is it's not new. Often we think of this stuff as if it's new or it's technology stuff. These are actually really ancient patterns. Everyone who's ever been part of a family or a group of friends understands what it's like to have relationships that are not based on hierarchy and domination, that we're choosing to be in interaction with one another in some way, and that we're able to decide how to dance with one another. The thing that's exciting, I believe, is that those patterns are widespread not only within human society but within the natural world because they work, because they enable us to continue interacting in particular ways if those are working for us, but also enable us to try something new and to be free to try something new when we find that things aren't working so well. And so that freedom enables us at a social scale to really be better capable to learn and adapt. And in a time where the world is changing ever more quickly, that incredible adaptive capacity is, I believe, the thing that's needed most. And so for folks who are looking for new paths, new potentially more effective ways of working or trying to address problems, looking at the work, the thinking, and the experimentation that's being done in the peer-to-peer ecosystem would be a recommendation. I'd say go check it out. So the project that I work on, Hollowchain, is a framework for enabling people to build and run peer-to-peer applications, meaning applications that literally are running on just the devices of the users themselves. That means you don't have to have any big web server or data center in order to run the app, and that means you don't have to have a business. Not needing there to be a business model in the middle means that we are free to interact in ways that work for us, and we're also free to try something different if the ways that we've been interacting aren't working well enough. That's a freedom that we don't currently have online. We've just shipped our first Holo ports. We're just getting to the point where people are able to start building Hollowchain applications. And this is at the beginning of 2020 right now when I'm doing this interview. And so I think over the next year or two, we're going to see a really interesting unfolding as that ecosystem starts to emerge. And that's not just an ecosystem of Hollowchain applications. I think there will be lots of other things that are a vibrant part of communities really experimenting with different ways of interacting, different ways of working together, different ways of organizing their efforts and activities. And it's not going to be a one-size-fits-all. It's going to be, in every sense of the word, a rich ecosystem. And so that's what I'm looking forward to over the next 1 to 2 years. Thank you. Yeah, I would love to come again the next time you host the festival. It was a really enjoyable experience, and I'm looking forward to seeing what this festival will be as applications that people are really using on a day-to-day basis start making their way into the world in more mature forms, but also in a context where hopefully, fingers crossed, the transit strike will have ended by that point. Thank you.